Chicago in February, and here it was all hands on deck for the Windy City Bulls yesterday, down to just 8 players thanks to the NBA trade deadline, and those 8 sputtered to the finish in a loss to the Osceola Magic. But look, the cavalry is here, reinforcements, and the Bulls' 3 two-way players, Adama Sanogo, Onuralp Bitim'in, and Henry Drell are back in town for tonight's tilt. A rematch between the Bulls and the Magic. Mark, what makes this Bulls team different with those 3?
They've got some size, which really makes a big difference. Yesterday, Henry Domarsan had to go with some small lineups. He had 2 guards under 6 feet that were playing a majority of the minutes. Tonight with Henry Drell, Sanogo back, they got some size up front that can battle against DJ Wilson, who really had his way in the game yesterday.
Adama Sanogo, Final Four most outstanding player last year with UConn. He's been one of the better players in the G League this season. 20 points, 11 boards per game, shooting over 60%. He's been a beast, and he'll go toe-to-toe with DJ Wilson. So great to have all of you with us for tonight. The Magic and the Bulls, and here's Trevelin Queen right out of the gate. Your free throw is worth 2 points. It can be worth 3 if you're fouled on a 3-point shot. And here's the masked man out of Turkey, Onuralp Bitim'in, missing his first shot. Here's Trevelin Queen, G League MVP a year ago. The Magic offense, one of the best in the league.
Only Steph Curry, I think, would make that one.
I think he would.
He would. He would find a way. There's no question. If you see some of the trick shots he makes in pregame warm-ups.
A trick pass is intercepted. That's not how you want to start a game. Here's Mac McClung, slam dunk champion last year, gets it to go with the foul. And what a red-hot start for the Magic.
Yeah, Mac McClung did not play yesterday because of a minor leg injury, but he's out there. As we mentioned, he's going to defend his slam dunk championship coming up in Indianapolis next weekend. Here he goes in and lays it in with the left hand. And I'm sure for Mac, he put on such a great show last year in winning the dunk contest. They're going to make sure they don't overtax him, because for a G League player to go up against NBA guys and win a contest, that's something special.
He was the first player in G League history to do that, and in Mac McClung fashion, he ends up with 4 points on 1 possession.
They put some big guys out front. DJ Wilson was playing the front of that zone, trying to prevent Jackson from driving.
McClung with a whole head of steam and a nice feed to a cutting Trevelin Queen, 4-2. Big message from Henry Domarsan, right? Yes. The Bulls were down 11-2 early, so what does he do? He takes the 5 that were in, and he puts a new 5 in. But Mac McClung, same result, swirling in a tray.
The Sixers, of course, in playoff contention. He did not get a chance to play much over there.
Yeah, well, the fans love him. He's a fan favorite everywhere he goes, and there is Oni. Gilyard bringing it up. He's been on the court for 4 minutes. And Bitim knifing in with a head of steam. No dice. Gilyard's a quick player who won a state championship at Simeon High School. Nice pick and roll to Sanogo and 1.
Excellent 2-man game there between the two-way guys, Bitim and Adama Sanogo. You see Sanogo setting the screen, just rolls to the hoop. DJ Wilson tried to reach in for the steal, and he gets beat. He gets the foul called on him.
Got to make sure you have everyone there in case of a trade. The Bulls did not make a trade, so sent these guys back to Windy City. McClung on the spin, rebound to Sanogo. That commercial flight from Memphis, I guess he got some good rest. Here's Mac McClung from the free throw line. And board to Sanogo, his 6th. Here's Bitim from way downtown. Yes, sir.
His shooting has really picked up. He missed a few games about a month ago because of illness, but since coming back, he's been much more successful from the 3-point line.
And he looks good with the mask.
He's going to have to expand his shooting range. They figure, why not try it in a game?
How necessary do you see that? The 3-point shot for Sanogo is plowed in. He's not big enough to just rely on his size, right?
No, so he's not going to be that old-fashioned aircraft carrier back to the basket center. That's kind of fallen out of favor in today's NBA.
Bitim in and out. Walker the board. McClung running. He was stripped by Drell. And
kind of player, the fact that he hasn't been able to catch on a regular basis in the NBA.
Then to Texas Tech, and now trying to crack an NBA roster. Bitim throws it away, and there's McClung like lightning. Fancy pass to Plowden, and a 3-ball. is offensively boarded by Walker, thrown up by Howard.
Against players that might be taller than him because he was able to use his footwork to play angles and be able to score with either hand.
Around to McClung. Bulls shifting well defensively, and then Drell. Bulls down just 5 after getting punched in the mouth early. Bitim tries for 3. Can't hit his second.
He's talking about the fact that he's got everything you'd want in an NBA guard. It's just a question of being more consistent with his outside shooting. He was good shooting the 3 yesterday.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
32 points per game last week. UTEP and New Mexico State. 3 collegiate stops, which in modern college basketball feels
not
average.
unusual anymore.
After another turnover, here's Coupette out and running, up and under lay-in. Gilyard pulling up. Bitim navigating off the Favors screen, and a messy step-back shot.
Yeah, very difficult shot there by Bitim.
Lindsay, Drell. Henry on the drive, lost it. McClung on the strip, and now twirling down the floor. Beautiful movement, and Oni finishes. Timeout, Bulls.
Another turnover leads to a 3-on-1 fast break. They do a good job of very patiently getting the ball to the open man, and a big dunk for Oni.
And now it's McClung, Oni, and the Magic offense. McClung nails a 3, and we're tied.
McClung showing off that shooting range, as we mentioned. He's more than just a dunk guy.
And another offensive board off a free throw. That's the 3rd time it's happened tonight for the Magic.
Yeah, the Bulls catch a break because the Magic just fumbled that away after getting the rebound on the missed free throw.
And now Bitim gets a foul call on Jet Howard. His last few games have been better than some of the first few when we saw him just acclimating to this place. Averaging over 20 a game. A minute to go in the first half. It's Bitim over Queen. That's a nice one. And now it seems the Magic can hold for the final shot.
And he was just signed Wednesday because of the dire situation Windy City was in terms of manpower.
Now McClung a 3 over Bitim. No on the tip for Queen, and Young from half court. We'll go to halftime.
A lot of consequences when you get it wrong, too.
Bitim for 3. Sanogo's leading all scorers with the 17. And quick passing, Sanogo recovering well. McClung then speeds right by him for 2. Put on highlight reels is just a good hard finish at the rim. He's got 14 points as Sanogo finishes an alley-oop, now with 19. Oni into the corner. Queen off the spin, and he just snuck it over Sanogo but missed. Now on a long feed, it's Coupette with the finish.
Beautiful finish by Ben Coupette, who goes flying in, and give a lot of credit to OB with a long lead pass. That was Lonzo Ball-esque with a long outlet pass.
You know, rainbow feed down the court.
You know, I think it really is going to be a fantastic game. I think both teams are strong. It really looks like a pick 'em to me. If I had to pick, I'll go with the experience of the Chiefs.
Hard to bet against Mahomes.
And their defense has improved so much this year. That's really been the reason why the Chiefs are back in the Super Bowl. Their defense has been outstanding all season long. Should be an entertaining game. That's what you know, unless it's your team that you're pulling for, you just want an entertaining game. Hopefully close, it's exciting at the finish.
And we haven't had that since 06. Jackson to Bitim. Bitim a 3-ball, and he strokes it in.
Really nice work there by Bitim, able to get the defender in the air. One quick dribble to the side, and he released that ball squared up and drained the 3. So a chance to take advantage of some home cooking, try to move up the ladder in the Eastern Conference.
We're back 2 o'clock on Sunday against Raptors 905. Sanogo cleaning up the Bitim mess, and he has scored 9 in the quarter. A long one for Bitim. Favors is back healthy for really the first time all season. And he's got it to Bitim now. On the pick and roll, it is picked by Queen. And then Gilyard steals it right back. Magic won it over the back. They won't get it. Bitim is wide open. Off the hesitation. A three is good for Onuralp.
Very interesting sequence there. Multiple turnovers, the ball flying every which way. But Gilyard, the smallest player on the court, able to corral it, set up an open three for Bitim.
As Drell catches it. After the little bobble, the drive misses, and McClung will get out and run. This is what the Magic do best. Plowden, an open three, got it. Daquan has it as a 2-point game. He's on McClung. Here comes the screen. Favors switches onto him, and McClung finds the open Queen, flushes it home. Pass was tipped. Now Morales, back to McClung. 3 over Jackson out of UNC Greensboro. Watching McClung now. 0 on 0. McClung to Plowden. Zooming past Jackson for the deuce.
Yeah, Plowden was thinking about throwing down the big one-hand slam.
For a little under 10 games, that free throw was worth 3 points, so a big one. Jacob Young. Smith knifing in past Gardner, and it tips to the Magic. Here's Queen finding McClung on a free run, and one for Mac McClung.
There you see the athletic ability of Mac McClung, the long outlet pass, able to hang in the air between 2 defenders and get the finish. Bulls trying to hustle back and recover. Young reaches in. Jackson comes flying in, but McClung celebrating a bucket and a chance for a 3-point play.
And people will root for McClung. Last year, the first G League player ever to win the dunk contest and even compete in it. Now he hoists a 3 and misses short. Here's Jackson on the step through, and McClung gets the board.
Nice
McClung,
pass.
nice feed to Wilson, and there's a slam for DJ.
Can he do more than just attack the basket and try to jump over people?
Well, tonight he's run a G League offense pretty phenomenally. He misses a layup out of the break, gets the rebound, and will go to the line. He was fouled by Derek Favors. Free throw's worth 2 points if he sticks it. 75% free throw shooter, no problem.
An incredible show where he did some dunks that we'd never seen before.
I was waiting for you to invoke his name.
You can't talk about dunk contests without talking about Michael against Dominique.
I heard Levine and Aaron Gordon a few times before Michael, as the Magic now have the lead for the first time since the second quarter, courtesy of DJ Wilson.
And in that 88 dunk contest, I think Dominique won, but Michael had the home crowd behind him.
At
Might
Chicago
have influenced
Stadium.
the officials just a little bit.
Can't take it from Michael, and there's Bitim taking the lead back for the Bulls. Sanogo, a rookie, favors a 10-year vet. Adama's on McClung right now. He spins by him and drills it over him. Magic back in front.
That was a really athletic move, spinning into the paint, shooting it with the right hand. Good touch by Mac McClung. He showed all his skills on that one.
So down 1, here's Windy City. Bitim. And a foul is called against.
Yeah, hopefully that turns out to be a big advantage for the Bulls. The Bulls had 3 team fouls.
Of the final playoff spot in the East. In the G League, top 6 teams make the playoffs. And the Bulls are in 10th place right now as McClung keeps putting on a show. Bitim looking for the answer from the free throw line. Found nothing. Magic ball.
Bitim was hoping they'd say the shot was deflected and the Bulls would retain possession, but they said no, he just shot it out of bounds. Really good move by Gilyard, but that shot, as you mentioned, just rattled around and out.
And then with speed, Howard draws a foul. So the Michigan product, who shoots 93% from the charity stripe. Such an electric player in his prime. Here's a Bitim 3, and just misses. Coupette on the rebound. And Sanogo, a third chance. He was stripped. Oni corrals it. Jackson for the tie. And rebound falls into Magic hands. And then out of him, Sanogo is then stripped. Here come the Magic with numbers. Howard to McClung, and they're up 5.
Wild scramble for the loose ball there. It winds up in a 2-on-1 break and a layup for McClung, who
McClung lost his shoe.
Yep.
And then he gets bailed out by a whistle. That's a nice shade of pink, purple, green, yellow, a lot of colors.
He's probably auditioning a number of shoes for the dunk contest, trying to figure out which one is going to help him out the most.
McClung and the Magic are running so much they're losing shoes. Up 5 with 2 to go. McClung leading all scorers with 25.
Yeah, the Bulls have really struggled to stay in front of McClung here in this fourth quarter. He's really made him pay on those straight line drives to the basket.
And here he is on a line drive, bowling over Jackson, who was whistled for a foul.
We're still outside of the 2-minute mark where you have to go back to the old rules on free throws. So McClung makes the 1 for 2 points to lead back up to 5 for the Magic.
And this is where the Magic need to try methodical, lead the clock. It's McClung, a little wild. Jackson finds his big man at the top. And now Bitim looking for 3. Instead driving in, way wild. Sanogo the board, no foul call, he wanted it. Drell for 3. And board for the Magic, that might do it.
Yeah, Queen skying over the top of his teammate. Now out ahead to DJ Wilson. Nice block by Henry Drell.
Yeah, Drell won't let him get posterized. And Wilson instead for the 3. He gets more points that way, so I think he's fine. It seemed like they're on their way to 3 wins in a row. Beautiful passing, and Wilson can't hit the alley. It was 129 points for the Magic yesterday. Today they need just over 100 to take down the Windy City Bulls and the Osceola Magic.